The world's energy systems are changing rapidly. The need to tackle climate change and the growing share of renewable energy sources around the globe are an opportunity to make the power sector fit for a clean future. It's an exciting journey, and each country needs to find its own path to reduce emissions with the appropriate speed. Power generation from renewable energy has an impressive track record of technological improvements and cost reductions. But now it is up to the entire energy sector to harvest their potential. Power generation from fossil fuels will have to be more flexible and to be able to offer new services to the power grid to accommodate the fluctuating nature of renewable power. And also the power grid itself needs to become smarter to remain stable and reliable. Whereas wind or the sun is not always available, electricity has to be. As the capacity of storage and demand response solutions is still quite limited, conventional power generation will remain the backbone of a secure electricity supply. Therefore, we will need to reduce CO2 emissions by increasing efficiency and maximize also operational flexibility. So the question then is, how can these power plants ensure they are able to step in as needed and fill that gap on shortest notice?
And this is where Siemens Flex Power Services come into play. We work with power stations to implement a range of solutions that we have developed, including new hardware and software accompanied by studies and power plant assessments. These allow the power stations to have that extra flexibility and increase the competitiveness in the changing energy market, to be able to rapidly start and stop as well as scale up or scale down the supply on short notice. Power plants, which have been originally built for baseload operation, in other words, they provide a continuous supply of electricity throughout the year, can now be successfully upgraded for cycling operation. An excellent example of one of our solutions is the hot start on the fly. This is a fully integrated start of a combined cycle power plant after an overnight shutdown. One example is the implementation at the Mainz-Wiesbaden Power Station.
Die Maßnahmen, die die KMW ergriffen hat, beziehen sich hauptsächlich auf die Flexibilisierung des Kraftwerkes. Wir versuchen schneller zu starten, insbesondere aus dem warmen Zustand der Anlage, aber auch im Kaltstartverhalten haben wir uns Gedanken gemacht. Und natürlich auch die Laständerungsgeschwindigkeit zu erhöhen, um hier mehr flexible Produkte anbieten zu können.
Die Maschine, die Zuverlässigkeit an dieser Stelle ist, was den Hot Start on the Fly angeht, beachtlich. Wir haben also weit über 100 Starts seit letztem Jahr im September haben wir ihn implementiert und seit der Zeit fahren wir eigentlich unter der Woche immer ein Hot Start on the Fly.
The advantage of being able to start up a power plant as fast as possible are quite clear. But in times of high renewable energy generation or low demands, it may be equally necessary to rapidly shut down the plant. Some of the latest achievement in this regard can be seen in the Toul combined cycle power plant in France.
How fast shutdown functionality is a valuable application anytime, because burning gas at any degraded load should be avoided. So, by this functionality, we have reduced the shutdown time of the plant by more than 30%. This saves fuel and emission. We have calculated fuel saving at as much as €700 per shutdown, which is quite beneficial for a cycling plant. By reducing the deloading time of the plant, we're also able to reduce the emission in carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide.
It has to be decided on a case-by-case basis which solution is best suited to increase the flexibility of a particular power plant, meet local grid demands and attend to the economic aspects as well.
Flexibility of the plant in terms of ramp rates, our turn down factor, how low we can generate, all of those things are important. Our plant must respond to the challenges that we're seeing in the market.
Siemens ist in dem Fall der Flexibilisierung und Optimierung der richtige Partner.
For gas-fired as well as coal-fired power plants, the importance of flexibility has changed quite dramatically over the last 2 decades. Originally, we introduced a new solution related specifically to storage inside the power plant, and at the time the main target was lower fuel costs. More flexibility, as such, was not an issue then. With the rise of renewables, new flexibility requirements emerged. Auxiliary services to stabilize the electrical grid and reduce the minimum load for times when electricity prices are low. And fortunately, even plants that were originally designed for baseload operation can be made extremely flexible with only small investments. Just recently, we had a great success improving the operational flexibility of a coal-fired power plant in India.
The Power Plant Business to Society initiative pushed by Siemens India is targeted at increasing the efficiency of the coal-fired fleet in India with the potential to save 100 million tons of coal and 366 million tons of CO2 per year for India. Globally, power plants need to be rehabilitated and modernized to improve efficiency and flexibility, to allow for carbon reduction in the power generation sector. Siemens is well prepared to support our customers in the changing energy markets all over the world.